how to draw a box plot, or in other words, box and whiskers. I'm going to do mine on Google Slides, so if you wanted to do yours digitally, you can, but all the steps are the same if you wanted to do it onto a piece of paper. So in order to draw a box plot, you have to first have the 5 different parts of a box plot. So we need to know the lowest value of your data, the highest or greatest value of your data. We need to know the median of your data, the lower quartile of your data, and the upper quartile of your data. If you don't know how to do that yet, please go back to my page and see my other YouTube videos on how to find those. But let's say you've already found all 4 of those, so I'm using this example data here. I need to follow these 6 steps. I have my number line at the bottom. I'm going to start with step 1. I need to draw a box that goes from the median to the upper quartile. So because I'm using Google Slides, I'm going to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to go up to the taskbar here, or the menu bar, and press the shape button. Go to shapes, and the first one here is a rectangle. So I need to draw a rectangle that's going to go from the median, which in this case is 5.5, so that's about here. And I'm going to draw that all the way to the upper quartile, which in this case is 11. So I'm clicking and I'm dragging and dropping until I have the rectangle the size that I want. Once I've drawn the rectangle, I can make edits. Notice I can make it longer or shorter, but I need to keep it at 8.5. And again, longer or shorter, but I need to keep it at about 11. I am going to make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. I'm now going to change the fill color to transparent, so that way it's just the background color. And I'm going to make my border of my box a little bit darker and a little bit thicker so it's easier to see. So now I've made a box, or I've drawn a box that went step 1 from the median to the upper quartile. Now I need to draw a box that goes from the median to the lower quartile. Instead of redrawing another box, I'm going to highlight the box I had. I'm going to copy it using the Control C. And then I'm going to press Control V, which is going to paste an exact copy of what I had highlighted before. I'm going to drag this second box so that way it is lined up exactly with my other one. Notice that it's lined up with the median point because my second box, according to step 2, needs to be drawn from the median to the lower quartile. Since I have my second box lined up with my first box, I know it's going to start at the median. But I now need to drag the side so that way it goes to the lower quartile. In this case, the lower quartile is 5, so I'm going to drag it to 5. Again, if you were drawing this onto a piece of paper, you would have just needed to draw another box on the left of the original one. So now we have a box representing from the median to the upper quartile and from the median to the lower quartile. Those are steps 1 and 2. 3 says to draw a dot at the lowest value. I'm going to actually put a shape of a circle for this. So I've clicked circle. I am now going to hold down shift so that way my circle stays a perfect circle. And I'm clicking and dragging until I've drawn a little circle. I'm going to change the fill color to be black. Make sure that the border line is also black. That way it's a clear circle. I'm going to drag and I'm going to bring it down to my workspace. And I'm following step 3 again that says draw a box at the lower value. Okay, my lower value is 2, so I'm going to drag this dot to that lower value, and I see the red lines, it's in the middle. And then now it says I need to draw a line that connects the box to that dot. So I'm going to go up here. This is for how to draw a line. And I'm going to start on the edge of my dot and click and drag all the way until it connects to my box. And again, I'm going to change it to be black and maybe about 3 pixel width. So now I have my whisker on the left by following steps 3 and 4 to draw the dot and then connect it with a line. And now I need to do the last part. So again, I need to follow step 5, which is draw. This should say dot. At the greatest value. In this case, the greatest value is 15. Instead of redrawing a circle, I'm going to simply highlight the one I used for the lowest value. I'm going to continue to use the keys Control C to copy that. I'm going to click over here where I want it to go, and I'm going to press Control V. Notice the dot popped up. I'm going to click and drag over to the greatest value, which we said was 15. And now I'm following the final step, which is draw a connecting line that goes from the box to that dot. Again, instead of redrawing the line, I'm going to simply select the line I used before, press Control Copy, or press Control C, which copies it, and now press Control V, which will paste it. I'm going to drag it over here so that way it lines up with my other one, but I simply need to extend it to the box. If you had been doing this on a piece of paper, you would have just drawn the boxes, the lines, and the dots, but I wanted to show how to do it in Google Slides in case you wanted to do it digitally as well.